Don't try to sneak into your room like that. I know what you've got behind your back. Records. More new records.
Well, here we are at another opening, another show. Completely different from before. Never seen anything like this. We're starting the show at the Audio-Technica booth. Why not? Because Audio-Technica says it. Always analog. There is going to be some big news. Whether they're going to reveal it right now or reveal it later, I don't know. But I'm going to find out. All right, we'll just do a quick recon order. Here's the lineup of Audio-Technica turntables. Dressed in black. And then they have this cool acrylic one. Okay, so why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Yosuke Koizumi from Audio-Technica Japan. So now we launched a new product, which is AT MC2022 with the diamond cantilever with the stylus integrated type.
All right, been waiting for this for quite some time. Is it right here?
Yep.
Well, let's look at it. So this is an all-new design, not just a diamond cantilever on an already existing design. Is that correct?
Yeah. Basically, this cartridge inherits the previous model, our 60th anniversary, company 60th anniversary model,
right,
which is AT MC2022. However, we have major two improvement points. One is the diamond cantilever. It's lighter weighted. This really works well specifically for the high frequency, the production. The other point is the new Shibata stylus. Compared with the conventional stylus, Shibata stylus, which we utilized for the other models, this tip radius is smaller than the other one. This really works well for the more, natural, smooth reproduction.
And this is going to be a limited edition like the last one, or are you going to make as many as people want?
It's not limited.
Not limited.
It's continuous production.
That's good.
Yeah.
And do you have a price yet in the United States?
It's 11,000 US dollars.
11,000.
Yep.
Because the last one was underpriced.
Might be so.
Yeah, that was a good deal, and people bought a bunch of those. Well, great. When is this going to be available?
Actually, right now.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the Ortofon room.
Well, standing here today also reminds me that, Ortofon is nearly 110 years old. 110 years old. And for almost 80 years, we have been working on phono cartridge. And just for the record, I wasn't there from the beginning, just this interview thing about that. But for almost 8 decades, cantilever, rubber suspension, diamonds, coils has been a big part of our day-to-day business. So I think today we are brave enough to say that we are truly specialists within our field. We say accuracy in sound, it's not just our tagline, this is the way we work every day. To see if we can move the boundaries, to see if we can make better sound, to see if we can find new technologies to make a cartridge. And that's why I'm extremely proud today that we can present 2 new high-end products. In fact, not only a high-end, one of them is in fact a super high-end cartridge. And now I know you all expect me to go into details about the rubber suspension and coils and so on, but I will spare you for that, because I think the best one to tell you about it is our product director, Peter, who I know has spent many sleepless nights in working on new products. So please allow me to give the words to our product director. Peter?
Thank you, Henrik. What a great pleasure being here in Vienna together with all of you. And seeing this crowd all being dedicated within audio, music, it is a truly honor to be here together with you. So thank you. Today is not only a product launch, because this is also like a tribute to analog sound, because we have been asked throughout many years, what is the ultimate we can do in analog audio? What is the ultimate we can do with cartridges? How far can we go with cartridge development cartridge design. And this is also why we are proud to announce today 2 new products. And I'd like to start with the MC X50 because last year we developed and launched the MCX series. That is the successor of our Quintet series. It went through a massive update, so we didn't reuse any parts of the original design. So it has a new chassis. It's a MIM molded stainless steel PVD treated chassis. It has a new magnetic system, a new range of rubber dampers throughout the series. And also we introduced a high purity silver coil wire in the whole series. This year is special because not only are we expanding this series with a new high-end, new flagship model, no, we are in fact introducing a new diamond. So the microridge diamond, which is known already for its premium high frequency and also detail level, this we are now introducing in an Ortofon cartridge for the first time ever. The MCX50 has this new diamond, at least new for us, mounted on a boron cantilever, and then it has the MCX series engine with its high purity silver coil wires and the new magnetic system. But for this we could have chosen to just use or reuse the MCX40 rubber damper because we know it works nicely. But every time we change just a minor detail, in this regard we are talking the minor radius, especially for the diamond here, it calls for micro adjustments in the rubber compound. So in fact the MCX50 has a newly developed rubber compound and a newly developed rubber damper. When I say rubber compound, it means that we in-house are developing rubber compounds both for cartridges but even also for medtech companies. This compound has been chosen after several listening sessions, several measurements, and we ended up with achieving a very much higher level of precision with the MCX50. Normally, you would see that in the entry level of a series, the first step is the cheapest and also where you get the most benefit. With the X40 to X50, we are seeing the same size of step performance-wise. So that is not just something we are happy with, we are even proud. But we also today introduce a new ultra high-end cartridge, the MC Vertex. Again, we still have the MC Diamond, which is our most premium cartridge, just as we could have chosen to build on top of this premium cartridge. We chose differently. So from the very beginning, we started developing a new diamond profile. So it's not reusing any of our current diamonds. It's not reusing any of our diamond cantilevers. So a new Vertex diamond with a high contact line profile, 110 microns times 4 microns for the scanning radius, mounted through a hole in this tiny diamond cantilever, a laser cut square hole matching the square shank of the diamond. So we are talking 1500ths of a millimeter times 1500ths of a millimeter. Then again, a new chassis, a new housing. Both parts are in fact made of titanium. They are produced by the technology called SLM, selective laser melting, where you take titanium dust, weld it together with a laser, layer by layer, it's a time-consuming process, but we get freedom of design, freedom of unwanted resonances, because we can build it as we want it. After the printing of the titanium housing, sintering, glass blasting, it got a coating. This time we chose a DLC coating, diamond-like carbon, so it has this nice satin matte finish from the diamond coating. This goes for both the inner section and the housing. Then we took the decision to also make a new magnetic system, because we found that we could actually achieve even higher performing results by adjusting stuff. So it's also a new magnetic system. The generating system in total is a completely new cartridge. So we're really excited to bring this to the market. It is our most premium cartridge ever developed, and it's a sum of a lot of different development stages that we have been going through over the last many years. So, but from the X50, where it's the flagship model within the MCX series, to the absolute top of our assortment. So this is what we are introducing now. And while I talk a lot about technologies, production, how do we do this? It's important to state that we are not selling technology. We're not heavily focused on technology alone. Our prime goal is music, because the technology doesn't create anything useful for us. No, we consider it as a tool to achieve what we would like. We would like to bring us, all of us as listeners, closer to the music, closer to the artists. So we will, in a moment, listen to the AMG Vertex for the first time, and we will be able to answer questions. We'll do some one-to-one sessions afterwards. But yeah, once again, thank you for being here, and thank you for taking part of this event and sharing this moment with us.
There's a new speaker from Gauder Acoustics. I'll take a quick shot. I promised I wasn't going to cover anything but analog before the beginning of the show, but okay, so here's a Transrotor turntable. So what's really interesting is all of this is one distributor in Germany, and this is all his stuff. He had a nice sized room in Germany every year, but this is on a different level. And now they've got SME as well. Ken Forsyth, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Still here, and you're still here, so that's good.
Life is good.
Exactly. Okay. The Synergy Mark II. That's very nice looking. Next room over. Pair of Alex V's. And you've got VPI. I'm not sure if Luke is here, so I will be imitating Luke instead. Well, they've got a nice bunch of setups here. And this is the SME8. This is their new entry level.
Well, we have a new turntable, TechDAS AirForce 20. It is a prototype, and this is the very first time we demonstrate this outside our facility. Well, in 2012, we introduced our first turntable, AirForce 1, and after that, AirForce 2, 3, 5, and the premium versions. And in 2019, the big AirForce 0, the ultimate reference model, was introduced. And after that, we released our first tone arm AirForce 10, and last year AirForce 4 was released. Well, in terms of the price range, this turntable comes between AirForce 1 Premium and 3 Premium. We have implemented many functions from the previous models, and they are all refined. And we are excited to play this turntable. It is floating on a thin layer of air, and it also has the vacuum hold down function. When you put the vinyl on the platter and turn on the suction button, the vinyl is held down towards the platter. So the platter is floating, and also the vinyl becomes completely flat. And this all leads to silent playback and wide dynamic range. We are now using the TechDAS TDC01 DIA cartridge. It is a tapered pipe diamond cantilever. Yes. There are 3 suspension feet, and the main body and the platters are hanging on these 3 suspensions. And inside, well, this is just a model to show you. There is this hybrid suspension system. So this is the diaphragm, and this spring comes inside here, and oil is filled inside. And when the suspension is pushed down, the oil comes up. There's an orifice between the 2 parts, and the oil comes up so that the spring will not bounce back. We don't want the spring, we want to control the movement of the spring. On that, this heavyweight turntable will float.
I hear you singing in the wire. I can hear you through the wire. And the Wichita lineman is still alive.
So the GMT System 1 was always conceived as a system, and as its name implies. And for many reasons, the development was built around the concept of being able to start at a low level and work your way up through the options that are available, of which there are many, and they are going to continue to grow. So what you see in front of you now is the Greenwich, which is the essential elements of all the systems, which is essentially the Omega drive and the Alpha drive. So the Alpha drive case is exactly the same as what you would get with any of the other GMT systems, but in this case it doesn't have the remote control systems or the pneumatics. So this is a reduced content version, but it's all machined and ready to be upgraded. It doesn't have to be changed. The tone arm has also got a different configuration. Obviously this is a manual configuration, but this can also be purchased or added to later with the remote control version. So in this case we have a manual operation, but we have still got exactly the same stage 1 type arrangement to enable the wire to be connected and to have the least effect on the bearing. The cartridge in the system that is being used here is the diamond cartridge, and as you can see on this particular turntable we have also a facility to add an additional tone arm, so we've just placed this tone arm here to demonstrate that, which has got a boron cantilever. As you know, the boron, the diamond and the sapphire all have cantilevers with the hybrid construction cantilever. So essentially the key element of this design is of course the motor, which is a direct drive, axial drive with high inertia as a result of these austenitic billets which are placed around the periphery of the rotor, which is here. The rotor and platter are separate from one another. The whole of this system is actually on a glass plinth, which is also isolated to a certain extent by springs and magnetic opposition to damp those springs. So even though it's sprung, the system is quite well damped. So it's well controlled and isolates the system from the environment. Obviously it's not as sophisticated as in the Prime Meridian or in the GMT1 system, which uses pneumatics, but it does provide a very good level of isolation.
So would you put a percentage performance basis of this? Like
I could try to do that.
Approximately.
I would say it's 80% to a certain extent, yes, in terms of its primary objectives. But those additional percent always are noticeable when you add them to it.
This is the AMG Viella, so this is the classic from AMG. It's the first turntable that they came out with. It's the center of the lineup, kind of the heart of the lineup. Really.
Which means I reviewed this at one point.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, you did.
You forget after a while what you do.
Yeah, of course.
And this is a brand new DS Audio brush, I understand?
Yes, this is their new brush, and you press a button and it vibrates as it cleans. So it's I don't know if it's considered sonic or subsonic or ultrasonic, but it has a movement action on it.
Right. Okay. It looks like no one's here, but a lot of people are here actually, and the rooms are mostly full all the time. And this is actually a much more pleasant venue to be in than it was in Munich. Munich was great, loved Munich, but this is a much more open, relaxed experience. And I think most people are pleased with the results. The rooms sound good. And the crush isn't here, although downstairs, apparently there's a downstairs here, which is sort of like the big open halls in Munich. But I'll find that out later. And here we can see Transrotor has a nice, look, you can actually go outside and smoke a cigarette or whatever you like to smoke, and it's relaxing.
So new for this year is it's called Scala, like the stairs in Italian, based on our Model Max, but a little bit more sophisticated. It comes from the start with prepared for tone arms.
Okay.
This basis only comes in this configuration, can be adjusted from 9 to 12 inch, can be moved on these rods and then fixed.
Because you can't really put another tone arm in that spot, can you? I mean, you're getting in the way of that.
Yeah, you're getting in the way of that. If you use a 12 inch that goes there and then one that goes over, no, you can't.
You can't. Okay. You scared me for a minute. Okay.
No, yeah, but it's prepared. So because so oftentimes people buy a turntable, and then you get a second tone arm, and then you get to the dealer. Yeah, the base is 900 euro here, and then you need this, and then this, and then you don't buy the second tone.
You're set up here to put the back. Yeah.
second tone arm could go here. So, and then we have a little bit of a novum for Transrotor with a little bit of damping in the feed, because these smaller turntables, they often sit on a side rack or on a rack like this, and not on a proper hi-fi rack. And this really works. So it really dampening. It's not there's no holy material in here. It's just an industrial damping, but it really works.
And what is the surface of this? Is that an
This is acrylic and aluminum, the trademark Transrotor materials.
And what does this sell for?
4,500 euro, as it's here without the arm.
No. Good price. And that's all? That's
no, that's not all.
There's more. Okay,
we did a collaboration with Inacoustic, the German cable manufacturer.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard about, they have this air technology cables, which the cables are inside of the cable. They are not just put together in a plastic tube, but they are in these plastic mountings in like a DNA, like in a helix. So they all have a constant distance between each other and use the air as a separator.
Air dielectric.
Right. Okay. And so we did a collaboration with them. They get our arm and they put this construction inside of the tone arm tube here. So the cables don't just lie in the tone arm tube and get resonated and vibration, everything, so it's completely fixed. And then we have a point-to-point cable from cartridge to plug. So no DIN plug in between, and customer can choose the length of the cable. So we could, if you have the phono preamp here, you could also have a 20 centimeter cable. We have the best then. It's out. And when I tried that out, I went there with the mindset of I will not hear a difference.
Right.
But
You heard it, right?
There. It's really true.
So you have this arm wired normally and with this wire?
Yes,
and
we have the normal version, and this is then the upgrade. For
and you
that.
heard it, and you heard the difference.
I actually heard the difference.
I'm sure you did.
I didn't want to.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. And so, what does that option cost to get that cable in there?
The cable is 4,000 on top of the regular
wired and ready to go.
Yeah. And you could also upgrade arms that are on the market before, of course. You can send them to us, and then we have the new cable inside.
Great, because that makes a big difference. The wire in the tone arm.
It actually, I mean, it makes sense theoretically, because it's amplified by, I don't know, it's up to 60, 80 dB in some cases. Of course, it makes a difference, but you can also hear the difference. That's not always the case.
That's good that you can.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dirk.
Thank you, Michael.
I'm not sure anything new is new here from Thorens, and of course, this is EMT, which is distributed in America by Mobile Fidelity, and so, but apparently this distributor here in Vienna also distributes EMT. I reviewed both of these pieces actually, and I reviewed some of these cartridges, not all of them, but I think I did the JST6, I think. Can't remember at all. There he is.
Michael.
How are you, man?
Nice to see you. Nice to see you on the Thorens booth.
What's new here? Anything new?
Yes, a lot of news. I'm not 100% sure if you have seen it last year, but this is now ready, and we are selling the new TD124 exclusive with a 12-inch tone arm and with a nice EMT tone dose, and the unit
built into the head shell.
Yes, it's built in, so with an extended housing, magnesium housing, and with an SME connector. So this is the first tone doser which really fits perfectly to the SME connector.
I see.
Yeah. Let's go this way.
Okay.
Then just over there we have on the left we have our new fully balanced phono stage. This is.
I think you had this last year, didn't you?
This is now available. Yeah.
Oh, last year you had it, but it wasn't available, and now it's available.
No, it was a prototype last year, and now it's a running product, and we're selling crazy good because there are not so many fully balanced phono stages in that price point on the market.
So it's like in America, it would be $2,500.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. I don't know their calculation. By the way, our new distributor in the US is MoFi, and they are really turntable guys. And that's what I love.
And they support my website with advertising, so that's good.
That's good.
So we're on the same page. That's good.
Okay, excellent. So this is now available. When we go to the right, over there, one of our hit seller. This is the TD403. Because reasonable pricing, good cartridge included, Ortofon 2M Blue, and this was only available in black, silver, and high gloss walnut and silver. And now we have this matte oak finish with the black platter, black tone,
nice.
All black.
Nice.
Different design, different approach.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's your big baby over there.
I think you have seen it already.
Of course.
So let me switch on
and
the isolation.
You've got 3 arms on there. You've got
this is the Thiele arm, TA01, which is a special version made for us. But you know Helmut Thiele?
Yes.
He has designed this turntable. So that's why we use his arm. And this is the knife edge bearing tone arm TP160 in a 12-inch version with silver wiring. And in this case, we have the Reed 5T, which I really love.
That's the tangential tracking pivoted arm. Interesting design.
Yeah. And it makes it easy to compare cartridges and all these things, you know.
Sure, and then you have this size beyond.
So maybe with the new distributor in the team, we can make an introduction in the US market, something like that.
Of this one?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that would be good if they would do that.
This is the external power supply of the reference.
And what is this going for now? How much is this?
I don't know. The US price is not decided, honestly speaking. In Europe, it's 220,000.
Yeah.
Including 2 tone arms, the Thiele tone arm and our TP160. This is optional.
Right.
So a third board we can design
whatever you want.
Whatever you want, of course.
That's all?
No. 1600 series also available in the new matte oak finish.
Okay.
That's what many people love, this matte finish.
And this is €4,000. Okay,
yes.
Keep checking.
And I think in Harlem, you have seen the new direct drive. This is our premium direct drive, TD404DD. We are using the same motor from the TD124, so the big motor. It comes with, or you can upgrade it with a linear power supply from the TD124. So it's optional. You can use the standard power switch power supply or the linear power supply.
And that's €4,500?
This is, yes, the turntable itself, it's 4,500. And if you like to have the better power supply, it's an extra of €499.
Okay. Do people get confused with all the number of turntables you have? Do people say, I don't know which one I want to get because there's so many in the line?
We have some, we have...
You have different distribution models?
Points.
Yeah, different distribution models? Is MoFi taking on all of these turntables?
Yeah, not the entry ones.
Yeah.
They're starting with the TD403DD.
Yeah.
So at the price point, which is in Europe, €1,400.
Yeah.
So I think it's 1,900 in the US.
Yeah. And you're showing the Coturn.
Yes, here on the right. This is the new next generation. I think you are aware of the first generation.
Yes,
it looks like the same, but internally there are a lot of changes because we have developed a new PCB with the newest Bluetooth standards. Now we have our own cartridge, and these are the final colors. So in champagne black, in pure black, and on the left you see silver black. Or grey black, or however you name it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what did you finally arrive at for a price?
In Europe will be 599.
Oh, that's very good.
Very competitive price.
No kidding.
and this is full aluminium housing. There are no plastic at all. This is a glass splatter, and it's so cute how it works. Yeah? So here's the small tip, and then you can connect it to your Bluetooth device, or you also have a headphone jack or a line output.
And approximately, what does that track at? Like 3 grams or
3
something?
grams.
Okay, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's great. And MoFi is going to distribute this, or you have another distribution?
We are in discussion. No, it's not planned to have a different distributor because they just started. They are excellent in the business connected.
Yeah, of course.
So there's no need for a different distributor.
Okay. And that's
These
all?
are the news.
That's it. That's enough.
You
That's
said,
enough.
So too many peer products? No, that's it.
That's enough.
Today.
Okay.